Speaker, I ask leave of the House to move amendments 1 to 5 as circulated in my name together.
Is leave granted? I thank the member for Berowra. Leave is granted. The member for Kooyong may proceed.
Thank you, Speaker. I move amendment number 1 to the Australian Centre for Disease Control Bill 2025 as circulated in my name. Speaker, item 1 refers to the definition of public health matters. Each of the topics listed in the bill relates to forms of public health and harm, and it is clear and obvious that they should be natural responsibilities falling within the scope of a well-defined and fulsome CDC. This amendment captures the additional harm of occupational exposures and the public health responsibility for injury prevention related to these. I note that the addition of public health exposures and occupational exposures has been supported by the Public Health Association of Australia, by the Thoracic Society of Australia and New Zealand, and even by the Australian Council of Trade Unions, a body with which the government may be familiar. Item 2 refers to the functions of the Director-General, which sets out the Centre's advisory role and the intersections with and coordination of bodies that fall within with health responsibilities within the CDC. The health effects of climate change are captured under the existing definition of public health matters in this bill, but what is not captured is the importance of the Centre for Disease Control in providing integrated advice in a matter of national and global consequence. These amendments aim to position the CDC as an authoritative and valuable contributor to understanding of and policy advice on climate change impacts of public health, particularly in the absence of any other national body which currently has this focus. Items 3 and 4 will ensure that the first statutory review of the Act will be undertaken within the first 3 years and then 5 yearly thereafter. Speaker, the Centre is an essential public health authority. We all agree on that, and scrutiny of the establishment and its functions at the earliest opportunity will ensure that it meets its public expectations from early in its course. Item 5 will introduce mandatory reporting on matters of national importance, the health effects of climate change and pandemic preparedness. Its purpose is to inform. That should be a core responsibility of the Centre for Disease Control. It will ensure accountability and transparency of the Centre's activities and the whole of government preparedness for public health emergencies. We see, even this weekend, that they are on the immediate agenda. We're seeing elephant seals on Heard and McDonald Islands being affected by bird flu. The next pandemic could be months or even less time than that away. We need to have reporting requirements which are focused on attention and resourcing of priority areas. Item 5 will provide transparency around government approaches to matters of national importance. It will encourage the culture of science, expertise and public trust that we need, and it will safeguard the core purposes of the Centre for Disease Control. The reports will relate to 2 specific areas of public health which are of national importance. The report on pandemic preparedness will ensure that we have whole-of-government preparedness for public health emergencies by bringing together information on activities across a range of agencies with functional responsibilities such as research, by making sure that we have the appropriate medical stockpile that we need for pandemic preparedness, by ensuring that we have appropriate facilities for vaccine production and for emergency management. The process of reporting could identify potential gaps, and it will provide assurance to stakeholders and to the general public of our nation's capacity to respond appropriately to health emergencies. The report on the health impacts of climate change will ensure that we have an appropriate level of resourcing over time and that the body of knowledge around climate change impacts is developed to meet the challenges of the coming decades. A high level of visibility and understanding of this area of public health will better inform climate adaptation and mitigation strategies across all agencies and across all levels of government. A mandatory reporting regime will strengthen the Centre's core purpose. It will safeguard the Centre's role as a trusted source of scientific knowledge serving the national interest. And so I commend these amendments to the House.
Just to clarify, the member just said that she wanted to move Amendment 1. So you are moving Amendments 1 to 5?
Amendments 1 to 5,
Okay,
Speaker.
thank you for that.